I lived here until I was 11, but I wasn't allowed to stay after the room. Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately. I had to get back. I don't know. My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me whether I unlocked. Maybe she thought I would know. Or she thought. I don't know if it's been this way a long time, but the truth that I inherited the house, I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I had questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to. The house was exactly like I remembered it, the way I'd been reading about it. This made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words. Now, as a 17-year-old, I knew exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house. Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11. The power had been turned off the night we left. For the first time in years, I felt like I was home. The table was still back from the night. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture. Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth. It had a story. He told me the bricks came from the original house. Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when he didn't fit. Great Grandpa spent $50 for Barbara. My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive. in the whirlwind of that last night. After Milton disappeared, Mom sealed up all the bedrooms. They needed retaliated and
the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Mom must have locked the doors on the night we left.
Edith's father Odin built the original house.
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Luke was told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him. Turns out, my mom was still like a big keeping secrets. Find out what my mom had been afraid of.
From the hangings on the wall, it's clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan behind the door. Just like I grew up looking at all these rooms with people.
Molly's room was a tiny bedroom.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving. The terrible food. My Halloween candy was all gone. I kept eating and eating. Things that night. Then I heard chirping outside my window. It was a barn swallow going back to her nest. I reached out, and suddenly, I was a cat. I was real scared. Didn't even look at me. I could tell she was getting real tired. Big tree. I promised that I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was getting older. Suddenly, that was an owl. I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine through my talons. I swallowed him up and it didn't chew one bit. Then I flew up and up on a rabbit. She was almost. I started choking, but I couldn't stop eating. I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. I was hungrier than ever. I wanted fat, just like skills. I tore off her flipper, and it tasted really good. still hungry. And across the water, we smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it. And the good smell went into an old pipe. I got closer and closer. My stomach started growling. Suddenly, that was me again. I held my breath for a long time. I got in here waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to be. We both know. I will be delicious.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure Edie would have.
This would be obviously these stories.
Edie would have, but Mom didn't like bringing up the past. So, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
And a lot of time at Grandma Edie's room.
Like a museum. For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go. She was a celebrity. I hadn't thought of myself as Edith Jr. for a long, long time.
Edie gave a big interview about a mole man living under the Finch house. My mom was
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
the only place Grandpa Simon's first wife, Katie, left in the house was the pink bathroom.
It was a pretty big trace.
When medieval people said he was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She didn't.
Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
Louis died a week before he left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him.
bathroom. It's in the last place he would look. It isn't in the cupboard. I knew Tim had a twin, and that he never talked about him. I guess my grandma didn't like history any more than Mom did.
How I want to remember. The thing. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom. And he did. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
Sam! Calvin's ready! Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it. I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
Then maybe he'd still be. I think he'd already made up his mind. That's what I want to remember about my brother. The day he made up his mind to fly. He did.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar when I was young. After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin. Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again. The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands than bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star. I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards. I wrote about Barbara's death. I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Old Jack here with another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch. As a child star, Barbara was famous for 16. She was all washed up. A has-been, but in a at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped in and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustrated terror. But I tried.
A gang of hoodlums and a white mass have been terrorizing police are urging residents.
You're right. Also, I loved your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. The key hidden in the box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
I'll be back in a sec.
20 minutes later, returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue. She reached for the music box. She listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Rick? Are you okay? This isn't funny.
Found Rick and imagined the worst.
And then Edith family 10 years ago tonight.
The old Finch rattled and grew still.
Oh!
Rick?
Help you find your.
She threw him out, but she kept something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen the garage?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late, late picture show. Hours later.
Barbara! Walter? What's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up. Shit. Dead, Walter.
Walter vanished, but his bedside was still.
Rhode Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
I returned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he really was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Get out of here.
That night, she played her part. He thought about abandoning Walter, but just couldn't do it. Molly's door hadn't been opened in April. The story might not be over yet. was. It was coming from inside the house. Surprise her. For Barbara, it was a dream. She saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. Finch gave that performance of her life. I wasn't there myself, but dear Barbara was magnificent. Poor girl. She had a taste. Unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the place blamed all our poor Ricky disappeared the same night. A little Walter, hiding under his bed the whole time. But that's another story. As for Barbara, inside the music of her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending. Off limits, unless I wanted another shot. I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages. I thought in presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that. I remember asking Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could. I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Hi, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years. On that first day, after the shaking started, for a few days, I settled. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Most friendly. And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe I got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired. It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I believe. Well, I still can. I know it's somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I don't have a year left. I'd be happy with one meal. I can already imagine the sun.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down. I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me. Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made. Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe 2, I thought it was time I don't know if I should be hearing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of. I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believe them for what that's worth. And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house? It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but I'd be more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the jewels were mine, and 2 had been my fault. Spent the house, but it was Edith who designed the cemetery. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide. Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night. The more I can see where my mom was coming from. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us. There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along the day. And find everything out for myself. But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would. I met Grandpa Sam, but they were both pretty intense.
John, I promise you'll never forget the weekend.
Yes, sir.
Memories are the last of a lifetime.
Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it?
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are. Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee. More gas in the tank, I guess. Hey!
That's a keeper.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here. You'll need to remember this stuff if you survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Done. I'm being serious.
You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an oyster everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Don, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Check the map. Let's see. Good eyes. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Dad,
Just breathe. Turn up. Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Dawn, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Now keep yourself squared up. Elbows down. You're ready. Great shot, Dawn!
Dad, it's switching.
Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
That's the one I wish that my mom had told me. Close. They'd both lost a lot.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory you thought he was alone? Like, something funny was happening, but only he could see it. could. I had to call. She could have told about the world he saw. Much I don't understand. About everything. I'm sure he's happy. To be happy too. Good luck, Kay.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
Us, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard. Before the day my mother said that he would disregard, that he would be dead before he was in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart.
Husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Came that ordered him to come here. But Gus declined, and as a sign held up his middle finger. The wind picked up, and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Green came down the box and no one seemed to have sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the sea and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once that I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus. My mom moved up to the loft after her brother died. At the time, it was as far away as she could get. house in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay. Religion was another thing my mom never talked about, but I think it helped her a lot after her dad died. My mom moved to India teaching English. Louis was born a year later. When my dad died, I don't think not. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that. And for a while, things were good, normal. But it didn't last. When Edie gave him a castle. Finally have another painter in the family. Milton Finch in The Magic. I was 4 when Milton disappeared. Mom spent months looking for my brother. Then she sealed the doors. Whatever Milton found in the house, I didn't want it getting out. Louis blamed himself. After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room until Mom got a job at the cannery. Very hard to put on. And I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew after himself. In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander. I asked him to describe it. He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about, then bats and toads. And things that have no names. He knew it was all in his head, took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself. But he found something more. I worried about him then, daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee, methodist. So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He made a new on the edge of the city he named Lewis. Built the city slowly, brick by brick. And he made musicians. Them to play. Starting a band. Every day his imagination. He no longer spoke at the cannery, but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering feet were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. It became a game for him. You St. Louis. We started drifting away from our reality. Minneapolis. Until to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded. In Lewisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen. The queen was on her own quest for radiant rainbows. Followed the sound of her silver harp. His chase led him to a palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he becomes something greater than a king. For someone who'd never known success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him. The real Lewis was not the man-chopping son, but the as real as my body, he told me. It's hard to argue. He began to forget the world he knew. Remember Lewis, the cannery worker. He began to despise the man with the work. I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he'd taken around to all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions. Including the wise Calico who had insisted on advising him. rest I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Arthur was really cool. I wish you could have met him. On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure she I wish we'd say how we left. What happened tonight had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night. That whole last day, Lord. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some medications are very specific.
You in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles. I think she knew about their entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith will have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning. Okay?
Dear Edith, there's some stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, I wondered. I started seeing things. I saw them. They felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me. Or maybe I came back to them.
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it. Let go. I kicked and screamed, but Mom. I never saw Greg again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it, but she started getting sick a lot. And then she didn't. And I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you. But now I hope you'll never see it. I just want to meet you and tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way. This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that I ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.